Chaos, confusion, and a chilling reality for international students. The Trump administration this week further stepped up its fight against Harvard. Separately, it has also temporarily stopped visa interviews for foreign students coming to the U.S. Here's more in this report.
Is the great American dream over? Well, for most international students, that seems to be the case, as the Trump administration is now wielding its most powerful tool against one of its most critical assets, international students. In its fight with academia, the White House has cracked down on students, from targeting Harvard's ability to enroll foreign students to revoking visas for Chinese students. While a federal judge has blocked Trump's ban on Harvard from enrolling foreign students, the crackdown doesn't end here. The president has now called for a cap on the percentage of foreign students at Harvard to 15%.
They're not investing in Harvard and all of we are. So why would 31%, why would a number so big? I think, number one, I think they should have a cap of maybe around 15%, not 31%. We have people who want to go to Harvard and other schools. They can't get in because we have foreign students there. But I want to make sure that the foreign students are people that can love our country.
Trump's move has expanded from seeking to eliminate anti-Semitism to targeting the entire foreign student population in the US, leaving millions of lives in limbo, with Indian students among the most impacted, followed by Chinese students.
Well, I feel like at a place like this, no matter where you are, the people do make the place. Having different places and having different people to make that place is extremely important. I feel like it's something that should be reviewed.
I just see how hard they work, how they, and a lot of times support their family as well. So yeah, I think that international students are part of what makes Harvard Harvard. So yeah, I think that they're definitely a big part of this school, and they're also, immigrants in general are a huge part of America.
Meanwhile, across the globe, US embassies have reportedly been asked to stop scheduling appointments for student visas as it prepares to expand social media vetting for applicants. A move that could severely delay visa processing and hurt universities, for whom international students are critical for their finances. The State Department will now look into an applicant's social media activity and flag anything that they deem objectionable. The question that now remains, can America's most elite universities survive without international students? Or will Trump's crackdown bring an end to the Ivy League dream?
Now, as we heard there, the U.S. is set to be pausing all new visa interviews of prospective students hoping to study in the States. However, those who have already secured a visa interview are not affected. The move comes as the Trump administration is set to be further expanding its social media vetting process. Since 2019, visa applicants have provided social media information, but no details on how a visa could now be rejected based on this new stepped-up screening. Some reports say it could be whatever the government finds inflammatory, such as perhaps taking part in an anti-Israel rally. Based on that, critics question if even posting a picture of, say, the humanitarian situation in Gaza could mean trouble. Let's get you more on this. We're joined by Jessica Ghilani, an expert at social media hygiene. She is with the Pitt Cyber Institute, which looks at cutting-edge cyber research at the University of Pittsburgh. Thanks very much, Jessica, for your time. Jessica, we are all guilty of this. We may often blindly follow others on social media. It's often, the spur of a moment decision. We may not even be thinking about whom we've exactly followed. What can someone do about those accounts we've kind of forgotten about, given you never know what might now be scrutinized in this new visa vetting process?
It's very tricky because the third-party services that are available actually violate the terms of service for many of the social media platforms that people use. So while there are options, there are tools that you can download to try to help with the management of this, it's technically in violation of the rules for platforms like Instagram, for example. And what that could mean is if you're caught using those, you could have your account disabled or revoked. In fact, the software program, the contractor that the government agencies are using to scrape people's accounts may in fact be in violation of a lot of the terms of service for these platforms.
So
other
what's the
things that you
option,
can
then?
do. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
So other things you could do might just be like the old way of manually having to do it. It's not easy. It definitely takes time. But if you're doing it, you know that you are doing it well. Of course, the things that we put on the internet have longevity, and the data from those posts and that following is available. It's just a matter of whether or not the government agencies that are vetting these accounts and the social media of these visa applicants want to take that extra step and have the wherewithal to request the information from the platform companies.
Okay. Now, Jessica, is there a way for a person to go back years and look at their every single action on social media? What if it's like something as simple as a like from several years ago, to say a picture someone may have kind of reacted to on a centuries-old map, perhaps from the Middle East?
It's difficult because you can, other than doing it manually, there's not a way that is not violating the rules of a lot of these platforms like Facebook or Instagram and or X/Twitter, for example. I think, technically this is in violation of the First Amendment protections that do include visa applicants, but the administration seems eager to test the boundaries of the limits of those protections. So it does seem like the best course of action is to try to manually go through your account. Now, there are options for a lot of businesses to be able to manage social media through a program like Hootsuite, for example, but that's a paid service and it's technically only supposed to be for business accounts. So I'm not entirely clear if a personal account using that service would be in violation of it. And primarily those tools are used to schedule posts in the future, not necessarily to cull prior social media records from one's account.
All right, and if a person's account, say, is put on a private setting on TikTok or Instagram, is there a way for officials to still scrutinize it?
So technically, they actually issued guidance earlier this morning saying that if a person's accounts, their social media accounts are private, they want the Immigration and Customs officials to request that they make those accounts public for the vetting process. I'm not sure if they can require them to switch their accounts, but I think they are being encouraged to put a tremendous amount of pressure on people whose accounts are private.
So it seems like a lot of hard work to scrub yourself off the internet if you want to. Thanks very much indeed for your time here. Jessica Ghilani joining us this morning on Washington Watch.